Testing 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. I'm back. Sorry guys, I know it's been forever. Really doing a good job at the beginning of the year, trying to do 2 uploads a month, but you know, life gets crazy, things are happening, busy with work. Trying to make a push here towards the end of the year. Yeah, it's been a pretty good 2 months with work, been pretty busy, worked on a lot of cool projects. Let's see here, I even did a photography gig. I don't do too many of those. Working on a corporate doc kind of shoot. There's Eric, Matt, Darion. So yeah, doing a 3-camera shoot for this one. It's definitely a little more difficult to frame for 3 angles, but I think we made do. I think this came out pretty clean. Booming. It's overhead rig. It says the beginning of building my shoulder rig out. There has been changes since then, as you'll probably see throughout the video. This first configuration, the monitor was a little too close to my shoulder. Espresso. Oh yeah. Or definitely a little limited on looks, but I think the depth we got from the chairs was nice. And then also, if you could play into your practicals, I think that's always a nice play. You know, those tungsten bulbs are just giving like a nice little pop of light on the wall. I keep a piece of tape on my lock, so when I go to the gym, I know which lock is mine. Sometimes I forget, you know? It's nice working with other DPs that also, you know, provide gear and shoot on Sony, since I'm pretty well versed in that world. Got this flag kit from Matthews. This is a bit of an impulse buy, but I'd been wanting it for a while. Especially, I love Ultra Bounce floppy, where you have like the bounce on one side, the negative fill on the other. Floppies are just so versatile. It's so much better than a 5-in-1. It's just, you know, way more chillando to set up also. It takes up space, but I made sure I bought the 40x40, which fits perfectly in my car. Also love the silk. It's great outside, cutting light from the sun, diffusing. I got to use it on a sports documentary that I'll make a vlog about in the near future. It was so vital. I mean, the 5-in-1s work, but it's just like, those just don't have good rigging options. I really feel like this is a good purchase, one I'm going to have forever, and this is ultimately going to make me a better cinematographer. Obviously, the hope one day is I'm getting on to, let's say, commercial jobs where there's a big grip truck and all these things are accounted for. But until then, I'm going to keep grinding. I went with the 40x40 as opposed to the 40x48 because I think the 48 would be a little too big. This, for me, this is why every filmmaker should be on YouTube. No question about it. It is literally just free marketing for yourself. When I first started doing this, I never thought this would happen. Nate, he reached out to me. He followed my channel. He's in Nashville. I'm in New York. He had a shoot here. It was, you know, from seeing all the stuff that I do, he knew I have a lot of experience with, you know, multi-camera interview stuff, working as a DP and a camera operator. And, you know, he reached out, said, "Hey, John, love to work with you. I'm coming in from out of town. Love your YouTube videos. We have this shoot over here. I think you'd be a great fit. Pretty simple. What do you think?" And yeah, the shoot wound up being a little bit out of town. Not too far, but I was able to be put up in the hotel the night before, and it went great. Surreal kind of moment. I was like, holy crap, like this is actually crazy that I'm getting work from YouTube. One of the issues we were having, so like, you know, we were working with like a lot of doctors, people in medical field, and this was like kind of like a wedding barn sort of place. So we were trying to like work around it. And I think we made do at the projector mount, had the full kit come out. I forgot my second tripod, so we stacked Pelican cases. Who else has been there? I felt like a real sucker for that one. Then stopped in Peekskill. I like that little view. Got to do a gig at MetLife. That was pretty cool. A fantasy football expert along with a NFL player. A fantasy football league won a contest and they got to like have them help with the draft. And I provided a 2-camera package for that day. I was a camera operator. I've had both of these cameras for, you know, several years now, and it's really nice just being able to sell, you know, on a shoot that like, oh, I have like 2 cameras, you know, I have like the gimbal camera and then I have the other one that can be put on sticks, easy rig, shoulder, whatever. I'm talking about the FX3 and the FX6. It's been really nice, and these cameras continue to make me money even years after buying them, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. My documentary, we had a screening a few weeks ago. I almost wanted to put that content in just like a separate video altogether, but if you're following me along on Instagram, I've been posting different updates on there, so be sure to check that out. But this has just been such a cool process, and The screening was so awesome. I'll share my thoughts on that in another video. I'm working in a studio, so I was having fun experimenting. Let me grab something. I was like, oh, the light dome's a little hot. Let me grab like a silk or something. So just like, put in some extra diffusion. I also got the light in the back. See that blue window? That was fake. I just like threw, I want to say like a 300D, bounced off the window and brought it up and kind of made it blue. And so you kind of see that split tone of tungsten and daylight. So there's a lot of depth. I think this came out pretty good. I won't lie. I'm pretty proud of this. I would love to do more studio work. More advancements to the shoulder rig. This was the day that I really liked it. There was one final piece missing, which I didn't have that day, but it was kind of like the extender for the arm, or for the handle. Definitely think it's a pretty badass rig, but I'll be honest, guys, I'm not really a shoulder rig guy. I have my mixed issues with it. Things I really like about it, things I really don't like about it. And again, like common theme, this will be for another video. I gotta get cooking. I gotta get in the kitchen, start cooking, cracking some eggs, mixing that up. Little Apple log, Colorado, iPhone Pro 15 Max. Pretty impressive. Got to do a commercial shoot in the city. I think I was doing gimbal and sack that day. Early morning scout. It is really nice being up before the sun. But dude, I always see all these people running, and I'm like, all right, guys, we get it. You're better than me. I don't know how people do that. I'm not a runner. And we did a quick interview the next day. That scout that I just showed was for this client. This room was so tiny, but I think we made something nice. Did some Spec commercials. We shot on Atlas anamorphic lenses, the Mercury set. Man, I'm so excited to share that stuff. We're just beginning the post-production process. Tons of content around that coming. A common theme here. I'm just giving you guys little tidbits. Sorry, I know I feel like this vlog's a little all over the place, but I just had to give sporadic updates. This is from an event shoot. Another studio shoot. Funny, this is with that production company, the ASL that I work with a lot. My buddy Joe, his client, booked this studio. And so when I told them, I'm like, hey guys, I'm actually coming into your studio, but not working for you guys. So that was cool. This psych wall is really dope. It's a really nice studio. When I did a live stream gig, man, this is just so much stuff. They were shooting Sony. I think I actually got this job on Facebook. So check your Facebook groups. Never know what you can find. Freaking love these Hollyland headsets. I really want them. I had the feed of the live stream into my small HD, and then the FX6 just shows what the camera is. But it was really nice having two different monitors, one to show the feed of the live stream, and then the other to show the camera. I was tired. There were some good treats. Scared. Love an early morning. That was crazy early. I don't even remember. This was cool, though. I got to link up with some old college friends on a shoot. Hadn't seen them since college. So my buddy Dan's in LA. He hit me up to AC. I basically just provided some lights, audio. I was kind of just working a swing. Good views. For show. I think this is the highest up I've ever had any of my kit, besides an airplane. And then lastly, got to film this tailgate thing at a football game. That was pretty fun. I was doing the shoulder rig that day, and that's when I decided I'm not really a shoulder rig guy. I think I want to do a video talking about my most recent easy rig build, my most recent shoulder rig build. I have a lot of ideas, so stay tuned. Again, sorry if this was a little bit sporadic and all over the place, but yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. Talk soon. Bye.